Hello, my lovies. The last time, I hope it was the last time that we talked, we had some words. We did gonging gong, ng, ng. Makes kind of a funny feeling in the back of your throat when you do ng. And we said that it needed to have a vowel first. Well, today I'm going to give you a new wall card, and it's going to be a little bit like gonging gong. It is going to be a stinky skunk. Nk, nk. It's going to have that same kind of sound that gonging gong ng had, except the last sound is going to have that k sound. Let's try some words. Ink. Remember, it has to have a vowel. So wink. Now, can you wink? That's when you close one eye. Wink. All right. How about ink? Sure. Pink. How about ink? Rink. And a rink is a skating rink. It can be for ice skating or roller skating. It's a place that they've built that has a real hard floor, and you can bring your own skates if you have them, or you can borrow and rent their skates and skate around the roller rink. Ink, right. Now I have two different pictures for sink. What do you think they would be? Right, a kitchen sink, or oh no, it looks like that guy will sink if somebody doesn't help him. Good thing it's a cartoon. Ink, ink. And an ink is what's inside pens. A long time ago, they would put ink in a little container and stick a feather in it and write with the tip of a feather. Or we used to have ink pens. People still use them. But usually we have ballpoint pens, and the ink is inside the barrel of that pen. Ink. Ink, ink. Let's see, are you going to think real hard? Let's think about that. Think. Ink. Let's see, what animal do you think I'm going to show? Yeah, skunk. And remember, the smell that a skunk puts out, that stink, he uses to protect himself. That's how God made him, so that he can fight off any predator that's coming. They don't want to be by his stink. He can squirt it. Ink, drink, sure. Oh, they're both going to get a good drink. I guess they were thirsty. Rink. And you know what shrink means? When we shrink something, we make it smaller. Sometimes people put clothes in the washing machine that they're not supposed to put. And if they do, the threads in the cloth will shrink. They will get smaller, and this is a problem. I don't think he's going to be able to wear that shirt. Maybe he shouldn't have washed it in the washing machine. All right, let's change the vowel. Now it'll be ank, bank. Put your money in a bank. Ank, yank. Okay, do you know what that means to yank? Means you're going to pull something. She's going to yank that frisbee right out of the air. And oh no, I don't think that feels very good for that girl. That little puppy is going to yank her hair. Sank, sank. And sank means it already happened. We showed a picture of the guy in the boat and he was going to sink. If it already happened, we don't say he sinked. We say the boat sank. All right? So we'll take our big battleship. Sometimes when big ships like this, we're not going to use them anymore. We purposely sink them and send them to the bottom of the ocean. They've already taken off all the parts of that ship that we would ever use again. And now it's just a rusty old ship. Instead of sending it to a junkyard, they're going to sink it into the ocean. So the boat sank right into the ocean. Now when it's sitting at the bottom of the ocean, it's just going to stay there. But what's going to happen is fish are going to be able to find a lot of good hiding places, aren't they? They'll be able to go in and out parts of that ship, and the big fish won't be able to get them. So when we do that, and also little barnacles and little oysters and things will begin to grow on that ship that sank. And so when they do it on purpose for a place where fish can have a little hiding place and a good place for the fish to live. Tank. All right. I've got a couple of different pictures for tank. Let's see, one's going to be an army one. One's going to be a fish tank. Oh, take a look at this. He's putting gas in his gas tank. Take a look at this lady. She's been swimming, but she was going underwater for so long, she wasn't going to be able to breathe. So instead of coming up for air, that is an air tank on her back. And she can breathe the air right out of that air tank on her back. Crank, crank. And you know what that's going to be, a jack-in-the-box. You turn the crank and he pops up. Sure. Thank, thank, thank you. Those kids have made a nice thank you sign. They're thanking somebody. It's always nice to thank people when they've done something sweet for you, something kind for you. Thank you. Now we'll change our vowel again to aw, onk. You know what the picture will be? A duck, a goose can honk, or you can honk your horn. Buh. Let's change the vowel again. Unk, bunk. Yes. Oh, look at that bunk bed. 3 can sleep on that bunk bed. That'd be a fun one. Junk. Oh boy, I can think of a lot of pictures I could have taken for junk. Oops, that is a lot of junk. Sometimes when there's been a big tragedy of fire to a house, or if a storm has come through and really taken apart a lot of houses, people will take all the junk like that and put it to the side of the road, and then they can have big trucks come and pick up everybody's junk. Junk is always stuff that we're not going to save. All right, what does your brain see? unk, chunk. Sure. And a chunk is just like a big piece of something. That's a chunk of, it looks like it's a chunk of the road, the asphalt. Maybe it's a chunk of rock. Unk, trunk. Oh, what do you think I did for trunk? I can think of a couple of different pictures. An elephant has a trunk. Some cars have trunks. And this is a trunk that in older times people would put their clothes in or their treasure. Treasure trunk. Trunk. Skunk. Yep, you knew that was coming. Skunk. All right, what do we have so far? I think we will go to Gaga's house. Go to the bank. Good. Read the whole thing for me. I think we will go to the bank. Hank is a boy's name. Jack is a boy's name, so we have Hank and Jack are in the garden. Hank and Jack are in the garden. Uh-oh, read the whole thing. I think the skunk will stink. Well, I think if you get too close to that skunk, he's going to be afraid. And then he will stink. He will protect himself. Too much junk, too much junk is on, we're not finished, your bunk. Read the whole thing for me. Too much junk is on your bunk. Oh, yes, I would say that's too much. All right, take a look at our word family. Do you see TCH? That's only going to make one sound, ch. So it's at ch. Ready? B, k, m, p, skr, sn, good reading. You boys aren't reading, but you're looking very seriously at something with Uncle Rich. I wonder what you were looking at. Maybe it was a skunk that was getting ready to stink. Oh, maybe not. Maybe something else. See you later, alligator. In a shake, garter snake. Love you. Bye now.